Hi, Jose Monkey. Can you find me?
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Guys, I've only done a handful of videos where the person recorded it inside of a building. Today's video comes to us from a person who is standing inside the door of a fast food restaurant, and we can't see very much of the outside world at all. It's just 13 seconds of video. Check it out.
Hi, Jose Monkey. Can you find me? Bum, 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 bum. Chilling right here with my son. Can you find me? I don't think you can.
Yo, that's a Burger King. BK, have it your way.
Okay, first of all, stop that. People are going to think this is a sponsored post, and it is not.
Yeah, but it could be, though. Like, maybe if we just talk about it a whole bunch, we'll get paid.
Yeah, that's really not how it works. Like, they would have to reach out and set up a formal sponsorship to do that.
Yo, Burger King, hit me up.
All right, enough of that. How did you know it was a Burger King?
Son, I know a BK when I see one. Check it out. This ad on the window here is for their melts, which are freaking delicious. Also, we got that King dude on this sticker on the door. And you notice how on the playground it says go everywhere?
Yeah?
Well, that's part of their play your way branding. This is definitely a Burger King.
Okay, I'm convinced. So where is this Burger King?
Bro, I have no idea.
Do you mind if I take over from here?
Nah, go for it, dog.
So what can we see? This person asks to be found, and then we can see just a little bit of the outside world through this door behind them. I spotted this Shell sign here, which tells us that there's probably a Shell gas station very close by. As I turn the camera, we can see some other businesses here, but it was really hard to make out any of the details. We've got this business here which almost looks like a gas station with the way these cars are positioned on either side of this island here, but I wasn't really sure what it was. I'll come back to that. Also, I was pretty sure that this was a Subway logo over here, but I didn't really think that was going to be very helpful because there are just like a ridiculous number of Subway restaurants all around the country. There's like more than 20,000 of them. Now, as Chad pointed out, we can also see that there's an indoor playground in this Burger King, so I made a note of that. But after that, we really don't see too much else. We get another glimpse of the outside here, and there's this other sign, but it was totally unreadable. Okay, now I knew this was going to be tricky. Burger King has over 6,000 locations in the United States, and Shell has more than 13,000 gas stations, and they're all over the country. Now, I could use my usual trick of looking for Burger Kings that were very close to Shell gas stations, but I knew that without some way to narrow this down to a particular state or a region, that I was going to get a very large number of results. I tried it anyway, and sure enough, I got over 300 matches, so I needed a different approach. At first, I just tried looking for photos of Burger King playgrounds, hoping maybe I would spot one that looked like this. But guys, most of these playgrounds look almost identical. Like I saw this one in Elign, Texas, and it looks pretty much the same, although the slide's not in exactly the right place. I also saw this one in Visalia, California, that looks almost exactly like the one in the video, but I checked and it's not the right one. By the way, in case you're wondering, I found those images just by doing regular Google searches. I didn't use Google Lens for that. Anyway, that approach didn't seem very promising. If only I could figure out a way to search only the BK locations that had indoor playgrounds. But I didn't have any way to do that. Or did I? After a bit more Googling, I found a Fandom Wiki that actually listed Burger King locations that had playgrounds. And it was exactly what I needed. Well, not exactly. It was just a flat list of Burger King addresses organized by state. It wasn't something I could easily work with. But maybe if I massaged the data a little bit, I could still use it.
Hey, yo, I'll massage that data real nice.
So I copied and pasted all those addresses into a text file. Then I filtered out all the entries that were for outdoor playgrounds since I was looking for indoor playgrounds. And even once I did that, there were over 450 locations. But I knew I was getting closer. I just needed to get this list into a format that I could use to run some queries against the OpenStreetMap database. So I dropped all those addresses into a spreadsheet, and I used Google's geocoding API to turn the street addresses into latitude and longitude coordinates. Okay, now we're talking. Time to write some new queries. This time I was going to look for all Shell gas stations that were very close to the Burger Kings that I knew had indoor playgrounds. And guys, when I did that, I only got about 20 matches. I was pretty sure I was about to find it, but I went through all those locations and none of them were right. I got a little bit discouraged for a minute, but then I remembered that you have to be careful when searching for gas stations. Gas stations tend to change hands pretty frequently, so one that is an Exxon today could be a Chevron tomorrow. And when that happens, the entries in the OpenStreetMap database tend to be outdated. So I decided to modify my query and look for gas stations near Burger Kings with indoor playgrounds that were not marked as Shell stations. Of course, when I did that, I got a whole bunch of results, over 100 of them. Could I narrow it down any further? I went back to the video and I started trying to look at that business next to the Burger King again. Like I said, the way the cars are positioned on either side of this small structure here made me feel like it looked a little bit like a gas station, but I didn't see any fuel pumps. And as I looked at it a bit more in these other structures, I started to wonder if this was a car wash. I decided to go with that, and I went and modified my query once again. This time, I'd be looking for gas stations that were not marked as Shell stations near Burger Kings that had indoor playgrounds that were also very close to car washes. And guys, when I did that, I got a short list of about 20 results. So I started going through them, and as I did, I saw this one, and I noticed that while the OpenStreetMap says that this gas station is a Chevron, Google Maps says it's a Shell station. And guys, that was it. You're at this Burger King in Zillah, Washington. I used Google Street View to confirm everything. I could see all those businesses that were next to the Burger King, including the car wash. I was also able to spot some other details from the video, like this building with the green stripe, and also this sign that's in the video but hard to read. And I confirmed that there is in fact a Subway here. I also confirmed that shell sign that we see through the front door of the restaurant, and I found that unreadable sign too. And when I zoomed in on it, I had to laugh, because the sign says the name of the town on it. Of course, it's not readable in the video, so I had no way of knowing that. Based on all that, that tells me that you were standing right over here, inside of this door. We can see that red plastic thing where kids put their shoes right over here. Okay, it's time to check which previous location was closest to this one. And this time it's the place I found in Season 2, Episode 23, in North Bend, Washington. That is about 104 miles or 167 kilometers away from this place. I'm pretty proud of this one. I hope you guys liked it. Go check out the map of all the places I've found for you so far from the videos that you've sent me. And maybe check out my store if you're into that sort of thing. And if anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, Jose Monkey," or something like that, on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.